Hey everyone, I'm Kat Campbell. Thanks for joining me here on YouTube. I'm a meteorologist at WRAL News in Raleigh. I grew up here in North Carolina. Forecasting snow, always a challenge, but this isn't just going to be snow for us. It's going to be more of a wintry mix and a wintry mess as opposed to a winter wonderland. But it is our best chance for winter weather that we have had in 1,077 days. This is our second longest snow drought in RDU history. So let's talk about the new trends on the models today. Snow moves in a little bit faster. It's probably going to start as a snow and sleet mix. The evening commute more likely to be impacted because of this. And that's the big takeaway. It really looks like there's going to be some pretty significant travel impacts Friday evening and Friday night. The ice threat is also increasing for some of us, and that does mean that there could be some power outages as well. A winter storm warning is in effect for most of our viewing area in pink, and a winter weather advisory for Cumberland, Sampson, and Wayne counties. So it kind of goes, a winter storm warning is higher severity than a winter weather advisory, and the reason why the winter storm warning was chosen for most of us over the winter weather advisory isn't so much totals, it's more impacts, and we are expecting pretty significant travel impacts. Whatever falls is going to stick, and then you get a little snow, and then you get a glaze of ice on top of that. It just looks like roads are going to be pretty messy. So here is your WRAL snow forecast. Meteorologist Mike Mays and I went over this afternoon, adjusting the map for you just ever so slightly, and it's still in pretty good shape. 1 to 3 inches of snow from Raleigh points north, and south of Raleigh we're looking at an inch or less of snow. That dividing line going to be pretty much right over Raleigh. And if you've lived in the area a while, you know that tends to be the case. Ice forecast increasing, so we bumped up the ice potential from freezing rain up to 1/4 of an inch for areas in purple, and that's going to be from Raleigh Point south. Our northern counties, the icing threat not as significant right now, but this corridor of freezing rain that could set up could be significant enough to cause scattered power outages. Right now, that risk is highest for parts of Harnett County, Johnston County, Wilson County, and Cumberland and Wayne counties, but we could see this shift north toward the triangle. That is a possibility at this point, so I encourage you to stay tuned for updates. Either way, it's going to be a high-impact storm for us, especially on the roads. We start to see conditions deteriorate in our western counties with the time frame of 3 to 5 o'clock, 4 to 6 p.m. for much of the triangle down into Fayetteville, and 6 to 8 p.m. in our eastern counties. So here's the area of low pressure that we are watching. It's situated closer to Texas, Louisiana. We are going to show you the new run of Futurecast here. If you're up to date on your weather model knowledge and you're curious, this is the 18Z run of the HRRR. I think initially we'll see some evaporation because it's going to be really dry, and what that does actually cools the surrounding area. You got to go all the way back to science class, talk about latent heat transfer when things change states from liquid, solid, and gas. So this may actually cool the air around it and help us out getting some snow initially with this band, and then it looks to be a pretty decent snowfall rate out of the band as we head into 7, 8, 9, 10 o'clock, and that could lay down that dusting of snow for us before things start to change, maybe around 10 o'clock, icy in Fayetteville. That happens around midnight in the triangle, and then we keep seeing that warmer air lifting in from the north and changing things over from snow to sleet and freezing rain, and eventually potentially all rain in our southern counties. It's out of here closer to 6 a.m. though. We warm up above freezing Saturday afternoon. That's the good news, so we should see some improvements, but then we refreeze again on Saturday night. We're going to keep you up to date on WRAL News, WRAL News Plus all throughout the day. Friday will be fully staffed in the WRAL Severe Weather Center. Let us know, are you excited to finally see some snow? It's been a while. It's always sad when I'm talking to some kids and parents at the state fair, and the kids just don't remember ever seeing any snow and whether or not they even like the snow or not. So I'm sure that there will be a lot of new kids and pets experiencing the snow out there. Please send us your pictures. WRAL report it. We'd love to share those on TV throughout the event. And don't forget, WRAL has exclusive access to road temperatures, current and future, so we'll keep you up to date with those numbers, road conditions throughout the afternoon and evening hours on Friday. Lots of schools already dismissing early in advance of the winter storm. We'll have those school closings for you as well. Everybody be safe. If you can leave work an hour early tomorrow, it's a Friday. I think a lot of people are going to want to do that anyway. I would recommend trying to do that. Try to kind of hunker down before we see any of this mess arrive, because once it gets here, I think the roads are going to be in bad shape pretty fast. Even just a light little dusting gets really slick on the roads. And, if you've lived in North Carolina a while, you know how this goes. So stay safe out there, everybody. Let me know if you have any questions. Always happy to help.